Hi all, welcome to week 2. We're going to really start to get into some of the fun aspects of interior design now, talking about the principles and elements of design, light and how it affects the interior spaces, color and light working together, and color, some of the thought processes and psychology behind color, as well as the color wheel. Please be sure that you read each of the lectures. This is critical to your understanding, and where you see the blue highlight, this is a hyperlink, so go ahead and select that. It should lead you to your textbook, and this week we're focusing on just the one textbook of Interiors and Introduction. Here's what that textbook looks like, the cover of it. It is an e-textbook. When you select it, it should be downloading. Once you have downloaded that to your computer, it is available to you for 5 years. So please take advantage of that. You'll want to refer to this textbook in many of your future classes. One thing that I noticed in the readings this week that we've asked you to go ahead and read the special considerations, as well as color, lighting, and technology. I suggest going ahead and looking at Chapter 3 also. You're going to need this for the assignments this week. So it'll help you to go ahead and get a head start on that. It lists right here in the textbook the principles of design, and then it explains each of those. A lot of these you may be familiar with, they just come to you naturally, but we're really giving a lot of thought to what principles are a part of design and what will help to make pleasing spaces. Along with those design principles, you'll find elements of design. So while the principles are a little bit more broad in some specific, talking about scale, proportion, those you may notice right away as you enter a room. So start paying attention to how you're seeing those in spaces, your own particular living space or workspace. And then start looking at the elements of design, and here we've listed those as well in the textbook. And just like, how does line affect the space? So you're going to be reading a lot more about that. And in the assignment, you're going to show how that does make a difference in an interior space. One of my, and probably many of yours, favorite aspects of interior design is color. I really enjoy working with color and how it affects people, affects the spaces. So take a look at the color theory, the harmony, the psychology of that, and uses of color. Okay, one of the things that I refer to often is the color wheel, which is in the textbook. And then when you read Chapter 5, you'll look at lighting. Look how lighting affects each one of these, the same photograph, how it affects it differently. So looking at the color rendition is equally as important. So for the assignment, this assignment 1 in week 2, you're going to be doing a scavenger hunt for the elements and principles of design. I do want to point out to you, as you're growing more familiar with the classroom experience, that technical support is listed on each of the assignment pages. You can also get that from across the top on the tab. Then if you click on the help button, let me go ahead and select this. I hope that you all are becoming familiar with that as well. I think I've introduced this to you previously. You'll find that there is tutoring in many areas, and then we have the Interior Design Help Forum, so hopefully you've registered and are using that. And then there are computer-related tutorials through here. And I'm looking, we should see the lynda.com also. And so if you're not quite as familiar with using PowerPoint or Photoshop, then please go ahead and look at the tutorials and see how you can enhance your presentation, because presentation is a very large part of our interior design work. It's one thing to have that idea and that concept, but we need to be able to communicate that to others in a visual presentation. So taking a look at this assignment, assignment 1, you're going to provide visual examples of at least 3 elements of design and 3 principles of design. So you'll have a total of 6 images. Now when you find those, make sure that you are saving them or you're taking pictures of them with your camera, but make sure that you're saving them perhaps to a 72 DPI so that your file size does not become too large and cumbersome. As you see that I've posted in the assignment tips one example here. So go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, and you see this particular, it's just one sheet of examples, is using color as one of the elements of design. And then there's a description on how that's used. If you need to go ahead and draw arrows, if it's not as obvious, please do so. Then in assignment 2, for week 2, you'll be working on a room analysis. And here you're going to be taking what you've learned from assignment 1 with the principles and elements of design, and you're going to compare and contrast these items using at least 2 of the figures that you find in that same textbook, An Introduction by Nielsen and Taylor. Okay, so you're going to select 2 images, you're going to download them, so you'll right click, typically, save as, and download them, and either put them into Microsoft Word, if you're comfortable using PowerPoint, Photoshop. I'm flexible with this. You need to find what you're most comfortable with, but you will be adding text to it as well, so make sure that you are able to do that. And you're going to compare and contrast the elements and principles used in those photographs. Okay? If you have any questions, please be sure that you include your information on your actual document when you save that. All right? And you want to go ahead and include your name in the post as well. That helps distinguish and make sure that student work does not get mixed up if more than one assignment is opened at a time. And as you know, we are CETA accredited and we do save student work. For example, with the accreditation board, to show how we are, as you all have studied in the previous week, how we meet the curriculum criteria. So please let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing your assignments this week. Thanks.